The big numbers in the budget. What do they mean? Let's start with budget size. As the name suggests, it is the size of the budget. The budget size is effectively the money that will be spent by the government. It also becomes a reference point to measure various allocations as the percentage of total spending. In 2023-24, the budget size was 45,03,097 crore rupees. The number increased by 7.5% over the revised estimate of 2022-23. The next one is capital expenditure. Capital expenditure or the government capex is the money for the creation of assets such as infrastructure. It was 10 lakh crore rupees in the budget 2023-24, up from 3.4 lakh crore rupees for FY20. The next term is fiscal deficit. It is the most talked about number in the budget season. It is the gap between income and expenditure and indicates how much the government has to borrow from the market. The government has been struggling to meet its fiscal deficit target after the deficit ballooned during the pandemic. It is 5.9% of the GDP for the current year. Next one is nominal GDP growth. The budget is based on a set of projections for the next year of which nominal GDP is the basis. Nominal GDP growth is the projection of GDP growth for the next financial year minus inflation and becomes the basis of other projections such as tax collection. The nominal GDP growth for the current year is estimated at 8.9% and based on this estimation, the nominal GDP growth for the next financial year will be projected. Next term is net tax collection. Tax and other receipts net of refunds are looked at to assess the government's ability to spend without widening the fiscal gap. If they fall short, borrowing will have to be raised or spending will have to be cut. Next one is disinvestment. This number will signal the government's privatization goals as it adds to the government's income besides taxes. It often falls short of the target. The next term is RBI dividend. This is basically the money that RBI gives to the government. There is no special mention of the RBI dividend in the budget, but it is a part of dividends and profits. The last one is market borrowings. It is the money the government raises to fill the fiscal deficit gap. It has a bearing on interest rates and bond yields. Excessive market borrowing by the government can crowd out private players.